Ellis B. Feaster's Radio Aircheck and Classic TV channel.
Power 95.3.
Hey, help me open up this vault.
Oh, wow. It's...
Hello, Bartel?
Yeah.
Hi, this is Danny B and Kevin and G-Clef and Mojave.
Marcel!
Your whole staff.
Oh, when I heard Mojave's name just a few seconds ago, I was like, the memories, I feel right at home right now. And G-Clef, too. I mean, come on.
If you're just tuning in, it's the last damn show. We're taking you back through basically the history of this station. And before it was Power, it was Party. And Bartel was the program director of Party. And we have literally his whole crew in here. G-Clef, Mojave, we got Jay Michaels. Bartel, what's up, man?
Everything's great. And by the way, Kev, you have been sounding so great. I'm sure everybody there from the Party days knows exactly that you're nailing it and on fire at this point right now with all this music.
Oh, wow. You're actually listening?
Absolutely. You kidding me? What?
So I got to tighten up then. I mean, well,
of course I'm listening.
It's an absolute blessing. What you were the PD of that time, you know? And I was telling them earlier, and I'm sorry if I have to repeat it, but I grew up listening to these call letters, this station. I mean, standing in front of the radio and waiting for the jocks to stop talking and recording the song illegally.
Allegedly.
Buying the most wanted CDs and having them in the flip book. It was such an era in Orlando, and I want you to kind of just touch on that, man, that time.
Yeah, because you were pretty much the man behind it all.
Well, I'll tell you, 95.3 Party was that station that you, and the guys know, Mojave and G-Clef, they hear me say this all the time, that you could not pick up out of Orlando and place somewhere else. I mean, there was such a way about it that we lived and breathed Orlando. And in fact, you know, the downtown streets are closed off now because I come down often. But that was not the case when we were live from the clubs every single night of the week. And I believe that we as a radio station kind of created what you all enjoy now in when it's like a free-for-all in the streets so that you're able to kind of just like walk and things like that and enjoy the wonderful nights. But it was an amazing opportunity to do something that radio had never done in Orlando, and we really put dance music and put it all together on the radio station in Orlando, you know?
Can you tell us a good story about the times being the PD at 95.3 Party?
Oh, absolutely. I'll do an on-air one, and I'll do one that's off-air and in the streets of Orlando. We had a great... We had a great party. It was called 95.3 Party H2K. It was at Tinkerfield. It was a beautiful day. We had Wycliffe, we had Freestylers, we had George Lamont, we had Laz, and it was incredible. It was basically to bring in 2000, the brand new year, the brand new everything, you know, because there was a big fear of what was going to happen.
Oh, Y2K. I get it. H2K, Y2K.
Exactly. So it was amazing. It was an unbelievable party. It was nonstop music and mixers, and we had a big write-up. We were all over the news and everything like that.
It's so funny that you say that. Like, listen to what we found.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Orlando's all-new party station.
Oh, a radio! Oh my God, this is awesome!
Try on some of these gadgets, see what happens.
95.3 Party. It was born on the 50th day, 1999. Conceived from a collaboration of the greatest entertainment minds, exclusively for the party people of Orlando. Now, the creators of Orlando's all-new party station, 95.3 Party. Ignite the millennium with H2K. Party House 2000, presented by Dial America Marketing.
That was literally the promo from the actual party.
Oh, yeah. So that probably was one of my biggest, and all the street parties that we had. I mean, we used to close down, you know, Orange Ave. I mean, now it's not a big thing. It closes down a lot now on the nights and the weekends. But Orange Avenue, right there outside of what used to be called Icon and Zinc Bar and Zuma Beach, right outside of those areas, right near where the Beecham is right now, we used to close down those streets, and I know the listeners are listening now and remembering those nights that we had. We used to close down those streets and bring like Voodoo and Serrano out and bring out Perpetuous Dreamer and bring out like the hits.
Everybody's like speechless. Everybody's like, woo!
Now,
Jay,
on
when
the
you said
on-air
Move
side
Surround, I
of it,
remember Soccer Dude. Remember?
Yeah.
It makes me feel old.
Because we are old, that's why.
Speak for yourself.
No, I'm not old.
Well, I remember the stage set up right there at the corner of Orange Avenue, right outside of Icon, and there's some areas where you can kind of stand and look down at us. I mean, we were on stage looking out at so many people above us, like just kind of hanging and just rocking away through the entire day. So that's one or two of my favorite ones outside of the station. Inside the station has to do with a certain song that really I had never seen this before in my entire life. DJ X handed me Sonique, Feels So Good.
Yep.
And he walked it to me. You know where I'm talking from the area where you walk from the parking lot up toward the main lobby. He handed it to me outside, and he goes, "You're going to want to play this on your show, and it's going to go nuts. You won't even believe it." So I listened to it. I played it. The request lines went nuts. Then I played it again. It went nuts again. For 3 hours, Sonique, It Feels So Good was played at least several times on 95.3 Party, and I could not get the phone lines to stop ringing.
And Bartell, I remember Gotta Get Through This by Daniel Bedingfield had a similar reaction as well.
Absolutely. And when we had Daniel at the Blue Room, we had an amazing party with him because it was crazy to be able to get Daniel into the States and be able to perform that.
It was just a surprise that when we all met him, that he was a British male, because we thought he was like a older gospel singing lady because of the way he sounds on the song. We're like, oh, it's a dude?
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
Exactly.
Oh, all right. Oh, wow.
Cool. That is, it kind of gives me chills, man. I didn't even know that history of the song.
Yeah.
I don't. I would just hear it on the station. I'm like, oh, this is good.
I think that's just a testament of the history that you guys made here in Orlando. Like, those are big songs. Those are big names, and it just lives here because of you guys.
You know, it's crazy how unique the station was, because we went from a Gigi D'Agostino song to a DJ Icy song to Usher to Raquel to Stevie B
to Ricky
to
Martin.
To Ricky Martin. The station was nothing that you ever heard of anywhere in the world but right here in Orlando.
Well, you know, and that's what we did, everybody. We really pulled in people from all over Florida. I come from up north, and when I got to Florida, I learned about an amazing thing, and that was breakbeats. And I got to tell you, if it weren't for our mixers, if it weren't for G Clef, if it weren't for Raul Rock the House and Jeff Retro and DJ Vega and Leone and things like that, I mean, I was a freestyle guy, so I was bringing in like the Stevie B and the Raquels inside of it, and I was a dance music guy. And everybody has to remember, back then it was dance music; it wasn't EDM. So when we were live from the clubs, and we would have Sasha and Digweed, and we would have Tiesto, and we would have David Guetta coming to Icon or Zinc Bar or even Cairo or what have you, it was just dance music then. It's only now that it has become electronic dance music and called EDM.
Bartell, you brought up an excellent point that no one has brought up till now, which is the mixers. At the time, they were called mixologists. Yeah, they sounded like sexy bartenders. But they were an integral part of the programming. There was always... there was always like, you would hear a lot of mixes on the air at different times.
Wasn't that usually at 10 o'clock? That was 10 o'clock.
There was one in the morning. There was one for your afternoon drive. There was one early night.
So I think I started level 1 at some point. I think we started at 9 o'clock or something, 8 or 9 o'clock.
9 to 10, 10 to 11.
Yeah, and then shout outs to Magic Mike. He's not here right now, but he has tons of stories.
Well, that was another one I wanted to say. If it weren't for people like Magic Mike, you mentioned DJ Icy earlier, Baby Ann, Dave Canalti. I mean, the list goes on and on of Orlando greats. DJ X, I mentioned earlier. You know, we tapped into that hometown kind of sound, if you will, and really put it out over the airwaves and everything like that, you know?
So, with Power coming to an end, or Party for you, what could you say to the city of Orlando and how you feel about this, man?
Well, first of all, everybody, it's sad. But again, you got to keep your head up. There is great music out there. You're going to keep the legacy going by obviously the streets being closed off and everything, and you partying like you always loved us and everything like that. So we taught you well. You know how to party down there, and you're just going to keep the party strong.
Amazing. Bartell, it's an honor for you to even touch the phone lines right now. Thank you so much for being a part of this and calling us. You know, it honestly, this is Orlando history. This is Orlando history right here.
Yeah, it is.
Orlando history right now.
Woo!
Awesome.
for 95.3.
It's the last damn show.
In the mix with
Kevin Kahn.
Do you believe in love that's love?
Just do it. You know that's what you wanna do.
Yo, this is Marilyn Norma from the Bronx. I'ma miss ya. You guys rock.
live from the Levine Studios.
Levine, accident attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733. WPYO Maitland, WCFB HD2, Daytona Beach, Orlando, and online at powerorlando.com.
Every time.
It doesn't get any easier, does it? Huh?
Okay.
Well,
oh my gosh. Wait a minute, because I haven't been here in a while. This is where, in essence, Danny and Kevin kind of started with daytime 5 o'clock traffic jam. You say no. Kevin's like, I'm not sure. This is where we started.
I'm just trying not to cry right now.
This is where this is a full circle moment.
Kevin, ready? Do the allergy. Fan your eyes.
Kevin, fan your eyes.
Ready? Everyone do the Kevin.
I just want to say this one last time. It's Power 95.3. It's the 5 o'clock traffic jam. I'm Danny B. That's Kevin Kahn. Kevin, don't cry. Oh my God.
You're going to get tears all over the mixer and then it's not going to work.
It's hard.
Full circle moment. This is so crazy. If you guys know me and Kevin's story, we were on nights just doing a street mix, but this is where we started, in essence, Danny and Kevin mornings training, I guess you will.
I'm happy to get my shit.
Why does Jessica? Can we? Big shouts out to Jessica Reyes who has joined us.
Yeah, this was the start, and I don't want to.
Jessica Reyes.
We were supposed to start crying. We were supposed to stop crying. What's up?
I know. I like Kevin.
Jessica put the shades on because she was like, "Y'all ain't finna see me."
Just quick history, man. I used to listen to this station at 5 o'clock whenever I would do my homework in the 4th, 5th grade, and just listen to Ricky Padilla and DJ Nasty, which they held this spot down for years.
Yeah.
Right.
Years. And they used to do the topic of the day, man. And it's crazy because I'm in a position where I'm DJing every era in the 5 o'clock spot that I asked for when I was 16 years old. I'm here. I'm doing it. I'm representing the city.
That's
I'm
that intention.
The music. And I don't know if you hear right now, I'm playing freestyle. The only reason why I'm playing freestyle right now is my dad, it's his birthday today. It's my dad's birthday today. Yeah.
Happy birthday, Irving!
It's my pop's birthday, man.
Can I just say your dad is like one of my favorite people in the world. Irving, you're one of my favorite. Your family. And big shouts out. Now I'm about to cry. Big shouts out to your family. I'm going to keep it in. Stop. I blink. I don't do the fan. I blink.
You blink a lot.
Okay, so big shouts out to Kevin's family because I am from Atlanta, Georgia. I moved here. I didn't know nobody here. And Kevin basically said, you're going to be in my family.
Yeah.
And his mom has embraced me. His dad, his sisters. Big shouts out to Asia, Fafo, your brothers, your sister, Noel.
Yeah.
Taylor.
Everybody.
Kim,
Everybody.
Irving. Maritza.
You had no choice. You had no choice.
Your grandma gives my dad mangoes.
I think one of my favorite stories you guys ever told on the air was when you did Kevin, you did something to Danny and your family sided with Danny over you. Like it was
the entire time.
Yeah.
The entire time. Yeah. My dad is the reason why I'm a DJ right now. My dad was the one that believed in me the entire time. I mean, my dad has drugged me through this entire thing, and he's sitting down in the chair and he's like, this is my birthday. Like, they're celebrating for me, not the ending. He has us blasting on the speakers, and Dad, I just want to let you know I love you from the bottom of my heart.
Aww.
Let's get this.
This is tough. Y'all bring me here for this meal.
Jessica Reyes is like putting on her sunglasses.
I can't do this. Stop, my boy.
Jessica Reyes, I love you.
My dad is unapologetically from Brooklyn, New York, so I have to play freestyle real quick, and then we're gonna jump into some era of hip hop from Power 95.3, and then really take it away all the way till 7. Let's party, yeah?
Let's do it.
Last damn show, baby.
Woo!
Let's go.
Woo!
That's right, baby. It is the last damn show. The last damn show. Let's go.
It's
Oh my
chaos
God.
in here, bro.
It's literally nothing but chaos, but I love it.
Absolute chaos. Absolute chaos.
Wouldn't have it any other way.
Hold on, somebody's on the phone. Good. I was about to say good morning. Good afternoon. What's up?
It's Triple and Mobile Mechanic checking in for the last time for you guys. Been listening to you guys since I was 6 years old, man.
Oh,
and 27 years old now, man. And I'm just letting y'all know I'm gonna miss y'all. I love everybody who was on there, and it sucks to see y'all go. But you know, I appreciate all of y'all from the bottom of my heart, man. From my dark times to my brightest time, you know, seeing the changes of 95.3, seeing all of that, man. You guys are the best.
we appreciate that so much, man. Thank you.
Yo, hey, just know everybody in Florida loves y'all. I'm watching all the Instagram posts, all my over 15.9K that I got on my Instagram, chiming into you guys. You guys doing it big. Y'all put me up. Hey, listen, y'all got me hyped when y'all started playing freestyle, bro. Keep that going. Y'all brought me back. I was like, hey, yo, hold on now.
Nah, for real though. Hey, if you want to request, hit me up at It's Kevin Con on Instagram. All right, we're partying all day practically, right?
Well, now it's night. Now it's the nighttime.
Now it's the night.
Right, it's the evening time.
We've been here since like 5:30 in this morning, so we're tired.
Shout out to my man DJ Rick Rock. He's listening right now. Rick Rock's Illest Behavior is listening right now.
Oh, the big DJs in town.
Behavior. Everybody's listening right now. They're tuning in. They're showing tons of love, man. The end of Power 95.3 is 12 a.m. tonight, and I couldn't be any more emotional.
Well, let's go to commercials while you go get some tissues.
Oh, let's do that.
All right.
The 33rd Annual Spring Fiesta in the Park returns to Lake Eola Park, downtown Orlando, April 2nd and 3rd. Presented by your local Ford dealers. Browse over 200 artists, crafters, food vendors, and more. Visit fiestainthepark.com from Lake Ridge Winery and ePass.
It's the last damn show on Power 95.3.
Danny and Kevin mornings on Power 95.3.
It's your birthday. Bad contest. Your birthday.
Celebrating you, baby.
Yes. And if it is your birthday today, or if it's your birthday tomorrow, or if it's your birthday next month,
or December,
or month after, we're shouting out literally all the birthdays that we can fit today. And we have a very special birthday song planned for you because today's is a special day. Of course, it's the last damn show. We're signing off. So why not just take us through the history of Power? Why not just take it back? This song is pretty fitting.
Yes, it is.
You hear what they're saying, right?
Yes, I hear it, sis. Go ahead.
We're signing off tonight.
Oh my God.
Cause the station is going by. They sold it, and that's why all week we have cried. Now I really, really want to see what is in store for me. All sugar daddy inquiries. I might take that ride. I know that you're not happy about this. It ain't no lie. I wanna see us out that door, baby. Bye, 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 bye. We had to take you to the party days. We had to give you the vibe.
All right, you need to fit the character. You need to fit
hold on.
Cue the wind machine.
Wait a minute.
Come on now.
Since the late 90s.
Oh no.
When we called it party.
Oh my gosh.
Brought vibes to the city. We got down and dirty.
How dirty?
Antigua was one of our spots. At Firestone party till we drop.
It was lit.
Block parties where we made our mark. We were on top.
Party rocked and it took us high.
Oh my gosh.
Party till we were barely alive. You listening meant so much. Then a change came to take us home. Then things switched up here in the city, you know?
Right.
I think hip hop became the new thing. Am I right about that?
Yes, it did.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. We were Then came the switch up and the death of the party. Something new hit the scene. Party popped up and it was bumping. The bass was thumping and hip hop was a new king. Bow down, kiss the ring.
Why the
That's
ring?
when Ono was popping.
Okay.
And our boy Ricky was the man on the scene.
He still is.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Don't forget about Nasty.
No, Nasty.
He played the music that made us wanna scream.
Yes, he did.
Hey yo, it felt like a dream. Did you listen? I said yeah. Hold up. I know we going through the history or whatever. But I think we have to end it in a major way, guys. Thank you for being our friend. Every morning you were listening.
Yes, you were.
Even though we can't see you, you made us laugh and loved Carmen too.
I still don't love her.
Even when things were rocky and toilet paper was more than shoes.
Toilet paper.
You woke up and listened to us act a fool, so we have to stop and say thank you for being a friend. CJ, go through the 80,000 birthdays that we have.
I'm trying to get through all these messages, but if I missed your message, I'll shout you out somehow. Ryan Hobbs, May 11th. Chris Hawkins, August 10th, turning 28. Diana, your birthday is October 12th. Happy birthday to Wyatt from all the kids on the bus. Ian turning 11. Happy birthday from Aisha. Elijah turns 7 on April 30th. Amari turns 10 on October 12th. A lot of October babies. What are your parents doing? Zaviana, happy birthday, April 30th, turning 13. Azari turning 5 in May. Deja turning 14 in April. Leisha, she said, turning mind your business in June. Big Daddy, 35 in August. Princess Leia, happy birthday, Princess Leia. Her first birthday's on Easter, little Easter egg girl. Lala, happy birthday, April 29th. I gotta give a big shout out to my sister Melissa. Her birthday's tomorrow. She's an April Fool. Also, my sister Leah, her birthday is April 9th. My mom did something the same exact time 2 years in a row. And then my niece's boyfriend Alex's birthday is today. So happy birthday to all those people.
And one huge birthday to my dad. It's my dad's birthday.
Happy birthday!
It's my dad's birthday.
Yes. Okay, I got some over here. Happy birthday to Christina, turning 10 in May. Alexa is turning 10 in November. Ariana turning 9 in October. Happy birthday to Yadira. That's from your fiance. Ooh. Okay, Mallory shouting out her boo. And that's all I got. Well, I think I had more. I feel like I had way more than that. Oh, that's Sophia and Zoe, happy birthday.
Okay.
That's what I got. There
That's
we go.
what you got?
There we go.
All right, well, you know what? Again, celebrate life. Celebrate everything we're doing on the station. The birthday song has been the biggest part of the show.
It has been.
It has been the biggest part of the show. CJ, Danny, you know how we got to end this out, right?
Yes.
Bring it
if
in.
you're out here celebrating, make sure you got your cake, you got your friends, you getting lit, you going in, cause it's your birthday. It's your birthday. It's your birthday. It's your birthday.
Oh my gosh.
Final 10 minutes.
It's the final countdown.
Miss Harmonizer over here.
And then you got the music nerd.
Oh my god.
He was that kid in high school on the keyboard. That's Boss Man Will, by the way.
Oh man, so we took the time to kind of step away, right? And
Yeah, we had to go wash because
there was a lot of things that were brewing down there that's not healthy.
I walked in that mixer studio and I was like, what smells? What is that smell?
Alcohol, grown men. It's my
yeah, it was a lot going on in here today.
It smells like Southern Nights.
Oh my gosh, Southern Nights.
Hey, listen, it's 11:50 at night. They're coming out of the club or just getting there.
Oh man. Hey, well, I really took the step away, and I was really telling myself, man, this is happening. Am I right or wrong?
Right.
This is happening.
Right. I just want to thank the city.
Yeah.
Because when we did take the time to step away, I went home and I saw so many people in their cars blasting this station and blasting us. Big shouts out to everybody. Juicy Pot, I heard that Juicy Pot, my friends at Juicy Pot were playing the station. I heard literally everybody in the city has been listening to us all day long, and we appreciate you. We appreciate the love.
Inside and outside the city.
Yeah, this has been a huge thing. I've seen it all over social media. The industry was talking about it today. I saw a bunch of tweets. You know, this is just one of those things, like we've talked about it all week, but in this industry, you don't get to do this. This is a very rare occurrence to literally see a radio station to its end. And that's why it's so iconic. That's why it's one of those things, why it is so emotional, because this is the end of an era. This is something that launched so many people's careers. It inspired people, you know, inspired kids like Kevin to become a DJ, to get into this industry. Yeah. And full circle moment for you, here you are.
Yeah.
You are part of this legend.
So this is the time I could just curse everyone out, right?
No! Okay, I was about to say, can we say curse words?
I mean, if you want to get another radio job, I probably wouldn't do that.
Is looking at me crazy right now.
We don't really have to worry about losing the license anymore, do we?
Engineer Dylan's like, boy, I'm about to kick your ass.
I wish you would.
He's like, why did I take the dump button off already?
Fun fact, we never had a dump button.
Right.
There's a little thing there, right, Will?
Oh, man. But yeah, just like you said, CJ, man, I grew up on the Signal. The Signal grew up with me. Yeah. These numbers, they mean the world to me. And it was crazy to kind of see the whole generation of power in the building, like to see 95.3 Party, all the personalities there. We had the hip hop Power 95.3 here. We had us in here as a family, you know. And then the traffic jam mix today was heavy for me because I really just I stepped out and I was looking through all my my DMs and I'm looking at everybody bumping to it. I'm like, wow, I really had the chance to jump through every single era of this station and play it on my favorite spot of the entire station. Right. Aside from mornings, of course. Like, I love mornings, but I'm just saying,
well, we know you love the mix stuff.
Yeah, like, the mix is like my... the mix is like my outlet. So it was kind of like chilling to know that I was able to do that, you know? And I'm so blessed. Huh?
What was that?
So was he even born before half this music was played that he was playing?
I was probably in Pampers. Definitely in Pampers.
He made that abundantly clear today multiple times in multiple interviews.
Right. Yeah. But this is, again, the station that you guys grew up with. I remember when some of the party DJs were in here earlier, like we had G-Clef, we had Mojave, and Mojave asked me, he was like, do you think people really, like, remember us? I'm like, no. I was like, no. And I literally had to break it down. I was like, okay, so you have Kevin in here right now. Yeah. Kevin knows exactly who you guys are because Kevin's mom and Kevin's dad were listening to this station. So that's one generation.
Kevin illegally recorded the radio station.
Right. And then Kevin is of age now to have kids. You know, he's old enough to where, you know, people around your age are having kids and stuff.
Which, by the way, I got to announce something. I'm just kidding.
This is not the time.
Right. I was like, I'm out. But, you know, like, so then you have that generation, and then you have these kids that are coming up now that are in school listening to us. So, like, you literally have some households where 4 generations of people were listening to this station.
It grows you. Like you said, was I even born with this music? Like, no. I grew up because in my house it was just pumping.
Right.
Like, what is this?
Well, it's so interesting because my friend Gabe, he was a DJ back like the late 90s, early 2000s. And so when I got into radio, he's like, oh, you know, you work at a different radio station. This was a couple years ago. Yeah. And then when I finally came over here to Power, he was like, wait a minute. He's like, Power used to be Party. And he goes, that was the station that I listened to growing up. That's the station that got me into being a DJ. Yeah. And he just thought it was the coolest thing. So he was listening all day today and just said that it just brought back so many memories. So just absolutely incredible to be a part of this today.
Yeah, this station means the world to me, and I'm sure it means the world to you as you're listening all day today, you know?
And we appreciate you, man. We're not going to get all emotional. We already cried this morning. We're not going to do that. But we have Boss Man Will in here. Boss Man Will, do you have anything you want to say? Because like we said earlier, we are your babies. Yeah. You know, like this iteration of Power is yours. You put us on the morning show. You added CJ here. Like, this is your baby.
I'm definitely the adopted one.
Well, listen, I mean, today it's about the legacy of the WPYO call letters in Orlando, and it's everyone. It's not just us. We're celebrating everyone today. And as much as I love you guys and you're my team, I loved that we really celebrated everyone on this frequency over the past 23 years. And I have a final speech, and I have to. So this is my fifth merger and acquisition situation that I've been through. So I've been through a couple of these. However, when I was an intern at a radio station called Energy 92.7 and 5 in Chicago, one of the first situations I went through was identical to this. The same company that's taking over this radio station took over Energy in Chicago.
Wow.
And I'll never forget that final night where my program director, Chris Schiebel, had a very impactful speech that I am borrowing from tonight because I think early on in my career, it really made me go, wow, this is all fun. This is great. We play music, we bond with the audience, but in the end, this is still a business. Mm-hmm. So, Chris Schiebel, if you're out there, I've stole some of your speech. Credit where credit's due. So, Final thoughts. Thank you for letting us into your lives for the past 23 years, whether it was 95.3 Party or the different versions of Power 95.3. It's been a pleasure to serve you over the past 2 decades. Power is not leaving the 95.3 FM frequency because the ratings are bad or because we're broke or anything like that. Power is leaving 95.3 tonight because another company has bid to purchase this channel, and in the coming days, they will take control of this frequency and will offer programming and content that fits the mission statement of their company. In the end, that's how the radio business works. Am I right?
Yes. We know it.
Yeah.
The adventure will continue, though. We haven't talked about this much today, but Power will continue to live online at powerorlando.com. And if you're already listening using the Power 95.3 app, you may have seen it rebrand already to Power Orlando. If you're listening on the app, the regular Power programming will continue in a few minutes. If you're listening on the FM, things will change. So I implore you to download the Power 95.3 or Power Orlando so some of this legacy can continue. It'll also be a commercial-free experience moving forward on the app. So, special thanks to all the WPYO alumni who spent time with us today. Obi, G. Clef, Mojave, Jay Michaels, Eric James, who's in the studio right now with us. There. Jessica Reyes, CJ, Kevin Kahn, Danny B, Phil Michaels, Jill Strata, Lady J, Bartel, Drew from Y100 Miami, Kelvin Ramirez from Hits 97.3 in Miami. Look at Miami. Like, everyone that's worked at this radio station ends up in Miami. And, of course, Esty contributed today. Our mixers for today were DJ Alex Chang, DJ Chino, DJ Rincon, DJ AR Smooth, and DJ Kevin Kahn. I also want to shout out and give a very special thanks to the crew at Power 95.3 that I've had the pleasure to work with over the past 4 years. DJ Nails, Lil Sean, Miss Marina, Nino, Sammy Joe, Vinny, Kiana, Matt Holliday, Mike McConnell, Magic Mike, DJ Johnny Knox, DJ Explicit, DJ Adam Wells, Tim Clark, Steve Smith, Jeremy Rice, Steve Stewart, JC Kempis and the entire CMG Orlando sales team, Angela Schleshman and the entire Orlando promotions and events team, and Jason Meter, our general manager. Finally, on behalf of everyone here at Cox Media Group Orlando, past and present, as well as those who couldn't be here today, that have entertained you and comforted you and partied with you, we thank you, we will miss you, and right now we're going to go full circle and bring it back to the beginning of WPYO and play the first song ever played on Party. Bless you, and good night.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Studios.
Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733. WPYO Wheatland, WCFB HD2, Daytona Beach, Orlando, and online at PowerOrlando.com. Orlando's all-new party station, 95.3 Party. Orlando's new #1 for all the hits.
Power 95.3.
The payroll payout, giving you some financial relief just for listening to WDBO.
WDBO AM 580 and 107.3 FM daily traffic reports are sponsored by SafeTouch Security Systems. SafeTouch is now offering free equipment and installation with monitoring agreement. Call SafeTouch today or go to safetouch.com. The Sharing Center in Longwood has been preventing hunger and homelessness since 1986 in our community. 90 cents of every dollar supports client services, which has helped the Sharing Center earn a 4-star rating by Charity Navigator. To learn more, visit thesharingcenter.org.
Did you apply for Social Security disability? Were you denied? Contact Chad Barlaw at 407-599-9036 to discuss your appeal. We offer free consultations.
Office, Altamont Springs. A Shiro's work is never done. You care for the house, the kids, and our future. We're so grateful for all you do. Now, it's time to care for yourself and save a little more for retirement. A free 3-minute online chat can give you the personalized tips you need to boost your retirement savings now. Visit aceyourretirement.org/Shiro today.
A public service announcement brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
Weather brought to you by ProTech Air Conditioning and Plumbing Services.
Rain is on the move and headed toward Metro Orlando and the listening area for this evening, overnight, and for daybreak tomorrow. I'm Tom Terry, watching a cold front approaching as well that will stall nearby this weekend. So we will see evening rain likely, especially after 9 or 10 p.m. Rain for the morning commute, and a little bit of a break in the afternoon tomorrow with highs in the low 80s. Then scattered afternoon storms tomorrow. From Channel 9, I'm Chief Meteorologist Tom Terry.
Now, Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins on WDBO 107.3 FM and AM 580, Orlando's news and talk.
Right? Yeah. Prices are not going down. No. And this is what, another key inflation gauge?
Yeah, hitting a 40-year high. The Personal Consumption Price Index, that's one of the favorite gauges for inflation, has had the largest year-over-year rise since 1982. 6.4% jump from February 2021 to this past February. Ton of demand, not as much supply, and since Biden continued to flood the market with cash, it's only getting worse. And here's the good news. If you're trying to go glass half full here, actually what we're seeing here today is the good news. Okay? Whoa. Because, well, most of February did not take into account the economic effects of the Russian invasion of Ukraine. It will get worse. Oh. It's going to get worse. And I kind of feel like I'm in the mood for some mean tweets right now.
No one said that. Who said that? Yeah. A lot of people that actually voted for you because they were tired of the mean tweets. We've seen that in the different polling. There are a lot of people that say, oh my gosh, I didn't know it was going to be like this. I wish I would have voted for Trump. Bring on the mean tweets.
Again, I'm still looking for a metric. One metric. Just one. One.
Well, I just told you what it was. Less mean tweets.
Okay. That's
Come on, man. Yeah.
That's not a measurable metric.
Year over year, mean tweets have plummeted.
Yes. See? That's what a lot of people were hoping for, and they got it.
And CNN's Brian Stelter has only had to cry 3 times.
Yeah, see, that's down, too. It's up to 10.
Okay. All right, 2 things. All right, good.
All right. And then let's just get right to it. Why Van Camp is really upset today, more than most people when it comes to these prices, is because there is a certain product that's really going to go through the roof.
Yeah, meat.
Yeah.
Yeah, mainly when you're talking about chicken. Yeah. Chicken breast reaching as high as 70% increase year over year in the first half of this year. Pork and ground beef could climb as high as 20% year over year during the same period.
That's right.
I mean, the one good news is that pricier cuts like steak are expected to level off or even drop a little bit as people shift their buying patterns to more affordable products because, well, people don't have as much money and your money doesn't go as far as it did. I remember clearly Vice President Mike Pence being mocked for saying we're not going to let Joe Biden and Kamala Harris take America's meat.
For Jamaica?
No, that's Kamala. No.
We're not going to let Joe Biden and Kamala Harris cut America's meat.
Yes! Yeah, but they did.
I think the biggest takeaway from Pence saying that at the time was he didn't say her name correctly.
Right.
It's misogynistic and it's racist.
Yeah, of course it is.
Yeah. Well, they haven't taken the meat. They just priced it through the roof, so you can't afford it.
Right, exactly. That's why you have geniuses at places like, what was it, Bloomberg or Forbes or whatever? Yeah, man, just eat less and eat lentils.
Right. Here's the thing, man. With all of the costs going up, and, of course, food's a big part of it, I think you've seen the stat where the average family, from year to year, all the products that you buy are going to cost you over $5,000 more.
Yeah.
That's what it adds up to. For a lot of people, you can say, yeah, well, I'm doing a little better now. I'm making more money, but the price of everything has outweighed it. I'm behind from where I was before. And, of course, that's the problem. But I don't see legacy media talking about that.
Well, we have a situation right now in the same report where wages increased by nearly a full percentage point. Great news.
Mm-hmm.
But when inflation wipes it out and then some, golly, man, these people are incompetent.
7%, 9%, depends on the product. Some's way higher than that. Chicken, 70%?
70%. I mean, Van Camp, who's the griller, the big griller of the three of us here, a lot of quail thrown on the grill this year.
Yeah, I know. I'm going to
yummy.
Take my dad's little 22 out to the woods and get some squirrels.
Yeah, pan fry some quail.
Can you grill lentils?
Yeah, I don't know.
You're asking me?
Yeah.
Are you kidding? You are the foodie, man.
You're the grill guy.
I'm going to just mash together lentils and make it look like a steak and throw it on the grill.
Give that to your guests.
Yeah.
You get the meat. Okay, so with all of this going on, and we know what caused a lot of this inflation, flooding the whole market with cash, giving people money. But the White House has an answer to the problem. You know what it is?
Give them more money.
More money.
Yes.
No joke.
People are idiots. Yeah, the White House is asking for more what they call COVID relief money. Even though Congress has already spent trillions of dollars and we're looking at historic levels of fraud right now, we don't know what the true number of pandemic relief fraud really comes out to. And we won't know for quite some time. Hell, we may never know. But the Biden administration is just like, okay, whatever, we'll pass another trillion or whatever. Because it's just money after all. White House spokeswoman Kate Bedingfield was asked whether or not Biden is aware that people might be a little skeptical right now of the need to push out more money.
I think taxpayers want to be prepared for the virus, and they want to make sure that we have the resources that we need to keep them safe, and that's what this administration is focused on.
Wait a second. Is that clip from a year and a half ago?
No,
what is this from?
That's from yesterday.
We play just part of that again?
I think taxpayers want to be prepared for the virus.
What virus? What is she talking about?
I don't know. Well, COVID, I believe.
I guess.
It's coming back. I don't even know what that means. I thought Joe just said yesterday, we're pretty much beyond it as far as COVID goes. I mean, I'm getting my other shot, but we're living without it now. COVID. We've moved on. But that's a completely different message. I guess that's just par for the course when you're talking about spokespeople for the president and he himself of what he says. It doesn't match all of the time. But that just doesn't seem to make much sense. Speaking of not making much sense, Kamala is back in the news.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah. And I feel like this is a special treat.
It's a Hall of Famer here.
I've done this on purpose. I've waited to hear it.
Oh, you haven't heard this?
No.
Oh, gosh.
As soon as David said, did you hear it? And I said, no. Yeah. I haven't heard this yet. We decided we'll just wait and then play it, and I'll hear it for the first time on the show.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, so Kamala Harris, Vice President Fortune Cookie, met with officials from Jamaica and announced that, well, we're sending more money their way to rebuild after the pandemic. And listen to these wise words from Kamala Harris.
Okay.
For Jamaica, one of the issues that has been presented as an issue that is economic in the way of its impact has been the pandemic. So to that end, we are announcing today also that we will assist Jamaica in COVID recovery by assisting in terms of the recovery efforts in Jamaica that have been essential to, I believe, what is necessary to strengthen not only the issue of public health, but also the economy.
Holy mackerel!
It's Vice President predictive text, isn't it?
Yes. Yes. Okay. I got so many thoughts in my head. The first being, we've heard a lot about the 25th Amendment in the last week because Joe Biden obviously is not all there. And then that's your next option.
Yes.
Okay, so there's that thought. There's also the thought of that has to be off script. No one could write that.
No.
And she has to be aware, right, of what she gets criticized for, which is this kind of nonsense coming out of her mouth.
Always.
I mean, and to go down this road again, seriously, I'm almost speechless. You do that again after other things like...
It's on top of everything else that we know and don't know yet, based on what we've just been able to see. And because we've seen it or not doesn't mean it hasn't happened.
What? Or that time we went root causes 7 times in 30 seconds?
What we must do to address the root causes of migration, to address the root causes. The issue of root causes is not going to be solved in one trip. To address the root causes as though it's something that can be dealt with overnight. To feel the effects of those root causes on our shores. And the root causes are based on the problems and the challenges that people are facing in countries like Guatemala, which is why I was there. We have to address the root causes.
It doesn't take a genius. It doesn't take a high school student to understand the root freaking causes of why people want to come here. Oh my goodness.
It is time for us to do what we have been doing, and that time is every day. Every day it is time for us to agree that there are things and tools that are available to us to slow this thing down.
And freedom's a great thing, yeah.
Freedom!
Right. After all of that.
Then we get this.
Okay, this is only 26 seconds. It's worth hearing again.
Yeah, it is.
To Jamaica.
For Jamaica, one of the issues that has been presented as an issue that is economic in the way of its impact has been the pandemic. So to that end, we are announcing today also that we will assist Jamaica in COVID recovery by assisting in terms of the recovery efforts in Jamaica that have been essential to, I believe, what is necessary to strengthen not only the issue of public health, but also the economy.
I mean, to the student that has to use the 1,000 words in the essay, that's just trying to put words in that aren't necessary, they laugh at that.
This is WDBO 107.3 FM and AM 580, Orlando's news and talk.